I cannot see anybody on the live chat. On the chat here, I cannot see anybody. So, okay, I've seen just one person joining there. Let me just continue to teach. Okay, finally here. Okay, all right. One person is there. I have to share. I have to share the screen. Where is my slideshow? Okay. Current slide. This is where we stopped the other day. This is last time we look at the versions, but I think I had to go back and I have to recorder. I have to apply a recorder. So let me still go back. I'll have to on my recorder. I have to on my recorder of this. Want to use it. So I've seen 2 persons joined. Okay, fine. That's good. I'll be fluctuating from here to that place. So at the end of the lecture, I will see give you room to ask questions. Okay. Theophilus, why are you saying Can you hear my voice? Let me know from the chat. Can you hear me very well? The network is still another problem. The network today is very, very bad. I don't know why. Can you people hear me? Yeah, my MTN today is boring. Okay. Straight away anyway. Stopped. We said that Python 2 and Python 3, there are different Pythons altogether. key difference is that is what we discovered. And there may be smaller, leave that one, please. There may be smaller or bigger differences between subsequent Python 3 releases. That is, we may have different versions of Python 3, such as 3.6, 3.7, 3.8. We have different versions, but all of these are compatible with each other. Python 3.6 introduced ordered dictionary keys by default under the CPython implementation. The good news is that all the newer versions of Python 3 are backward compatible with the previous versions of Python 3. All the code samples you will find in this course are written or attested by with Python 3.4, 3.6, 3.7, and even 3.8, and they are compatible. We say that they are downward compatible in the sense that if you code with a higher version, you can run it. If you code in a lower version, you can run it on a higher version. That is what we mean by downward compatibility. Okay. So the next thing is different versions of Python. We have Python family as C Python and Cython. We have C Python and Cython, the different versions of Python. Python has different versions and implementations. The main official versions are maintained by the Python Software Foundation, PSF. Python Software Foundation. The Python Software Foundation, PSF, is a community that supports and improves Python. This is a community that supports and improves Python. It helps develop, expand, and promote Python worldwide. Okay, let's look at this man, the owner of Python, his role on Python, Guido Rossum. He was the president of PSF. PSF, that's what we're talking about, Python Software Foundation. He was the president of PSF. Because of this, the official Python versions are called canonical or reference Python. They are called canonical or reference Python. Okay. Reference Python, official Python versions serve as the standard for other Python. That is what we mean by reference. That is, all other Pythons are developed from this official one. They are developed from the one that was developed by this foundation. Other versions of Python are expected to follow the same rules and standards. That is what we mean by that. They are expected to follow the same rules and standards that were put forward by the PSF. Examples: C Python, the main and most widely used Python implementation. Then we have Cython, a version designed to improve Python performance and speed. So the Cython is the main aim of the Cython is to improve the performance and the speed of execution of the codes that are written in Python. So Cython is coming as a follow-up of the Python of the C Python. We'll understand more. Then we move next. We understand more why we call this one C Python and then the Cython. Okay, let's talk about this C Python proper now. Guido used the C programming language to implement the very first version of the language, and that is why it was called the C Python. All Python all Pythons coming from the PSF. That is what we call the um, um, that foundation that we're talking about. All the Pythons coming from this foundation were written in C language. There are many reasons for this approach, and it has many consequences. These include um, one reason is that the Python may be easily ported and migrated to all platforms with the ability to compile and run in C language. The ability to compile and run C language. So that is one approach that was made for this. This is why the PSF implementation is often referred to as a C Python. This is the most influential C Python among all the Pythons in the world. This C Python is more influential than all other parts, than all other Pythons. Cython is another member of the Python family. It was created to make Python programs run faster. That's the basic aim. As programs were being developed in Python, some of the complex problems and calculations seem to run slower. So they decided to develop a Cython as to improve on the speed. That is what we have explained here. Why was created. Why was Cython created? Python is easy to write and understand. That is not enough because of the performances now. Otherwise, we would have just stopped at Python or C Python that we are talking about. But because of the slowness or this time it takes to run the program, and because large programs were complex and that culminated into the slow nature of the running the code. That is the reason why we needed to have what we call the C tone. What does C tone do? C tone helps improves Python speed and performance. It combines the simplicity of Python and then the speed of C programming. Combines the two and makes running of programs very fast. Benefit of Cython. The main benefits are easier coding like Python and then faster execution like C. Simple example is that programs were written in Python uh, um, and then later converted by C or made to run by the C programming. Okay, let's follow this. Writing calculations in Python is easier than writing in C language. However, Python code may take longer to run. Therefore, Cython helps solve the speed problem. How does it do? Let's look at the problem again very well. Python is easy to write and understand. That is the side of Python. But Python now programs can take time to run. That is, they run slowly. Then C language is much faster but harder to write. So you can see these two things that are comparing now. The Even though Python was easy to understand, it was not easy to. I mean, it was not running faster, especially in complex problems. But then C language now tends to run faster. So because of the feature of the C language, C was combined with Python so that we can produce a hybrid language. And that hybrid language is now known as the C tone. That's why we call it the C tone. Okay. Coming from Python, okay? The solution program. Okay, programmers can first write programs in Python. After testing and confirming the code works well, it can be converted to C for better speed. What Cython does is that Cython automatically changes Python code into C code. This helps programs run faster while keeping Python's simple style. All right, so that's just the meaning of that Cython. We have other versions of Python known as Jton. Jton is another version of Python. The J is standing for Java. Imagine Python written in Java instead of C language. This is this is useful. E.g., if you develop large and complex systems written entirely in Java and want to add some Python flexibility to them. The traditional C Python may be difficult to integrate into such an environment, as C and Java are completely different worlds and don't share many common ideas. That's the setback. Jton can communicate with existing Java infrastructures more effectively. This is why some projects find usable and needful. Note, the current Jton implementation follows Python's 2 standards. There is no Jton confirmation confirming to Python 3 so far. Let me check something quickly. I'm coming. Let me check something. Let me check something quickly. Um, for I to be very sure. Okay, are you people hearing me still? I hope you people are still following. Let me check the chat, please, because once I do when I oh wait oh this thing is no longer showing. My screen is no longer showing. Oh God, I need to not showing again. Okay, so let me share my screen back. Let me continue. When I this way, I don't know whether it disappears. It's not supposed to disappear. Let me check back. It's like when I share my screen. Are you people seeing my screen when I share it? Or when I project, it's like when I share my screen. Let me see something. Let me see something. We need to overcome this thing. It's like when I go to slideshow, you cannot see my screen properly. Is that the case? When I do slideshow,